Why are women considered transphobic when they say they don't want to be with a man that sleeps with trans women? I am trying to figure that out. That is a topic that has been going on for the past few days. Uh, TS Madison did an interview with Nene Leaked, and Nene Leaked said that she did not want to sleep with a man that sleeps with trans women. And if, and of course it was because, trans women, most of them still have their male part. But T.S. Madison went on to explain that, they do have the part, but they live as a woman, I guess, which eliminates them being a man. They do not live as a male, I think is the way she said it. But then she also went on to say that uh, she's been with a man before that has asked her to cover up her male parts. And to me, that made it seem like that he was ashamed to be dealing with what he was attracted to. But she said she did not deal with that dude because, it even offended her. So how is it, I guess, how is it phobic for Nene to say that's not the type of man that she would like to deal with? I don't think her saying that make her transphobic. It's just saying that, you know, he's obviously gay. But T.S. Madison said that no, they will not. She does not deal with gay men. I guess insinuating that she solely deals with straight men. But that's where the confusion comes in because if you're a so-called straight man, which is heterosexual or whatever term you want to use, you prefer your partner to be a woman with female genitals. And if you are gay, you prefer someone with the same genitalia as yours. But I guess, with them being trans, they still have the appearance of a woman. So does that mean the male part no longer matters? The whole thing is just confusing to me, but I don't think Nene was being transphobic. She was just, saying what she felt in her heart. And that's her right to say. And for people to come after her now and say, oh, she's transphobic, she has something against the gay people. No, I don't think Nene has anything to against the gay people. She was friends with Dwight on the show from, a very long time. She's had gay friends since she's been off the show. And she's big in the gay community. So I don't see why now people are, saying she's phobic because of her preference. You know, it seems like this stuff has become so diluted, and the line keeps getting moved further and further. And then I seen another comment that said, "Well, okay, since a man, a born male, can identify as a trans woman and keep her parts, why can't I stay black and identify as a white woman if that's what I choose to live my life as?" See, it seems like all the lines get blurred when we talk about certain things. Now, I am not transphobic. I feel you can live however you want to live. It does not bother me. But what does bother me is when stuff gets misconstrued and people are made to be out to be phobic because they voice certain things about it. And like I said, Nene is not transphobic at all. And I think, her getting the backlash that she's getting now is uncalled for. And even if she misspoke, it was out of a mistake. But, she still has the right to say, I don't want to be with a man that likes trans women. Because at the end of the day, that trans woman still 9 times out of 10 have her male part. So, I just feel like we've gotten so far into how can I say it, letting people dictate how you live your life or what's right for your life, and I don't think anybody should be judging anybody, based on their decision to uh what am I looking for, to deal with it or to necessarily understand everything about the situation. You know, it's so much stuff coming out every day that we get further and further from stuff that, you know, we knew of, you know, because now it breaks down into pansexuals. And, you know, from what I hear about pansexuals, they can like men, women, trans women, gay, I mean, anything. And then, you know, I mean, it's just so much stuff going on, so much information. It's like we're overstimulated trying to uh watch somebody and what they do in the bedroom. We've gotten further and further away from just men and women. It's just something new every day that come out. So do you all think that Nene Leakes was being transphobic, or did she not necessarily understand what Madison was trying to say? And we all love Maddie. You know, we know Maddie lived how she's always lived as a woman and presented herself as a woman, as you see, to the point where everybody recognizes her as her. You never really anybody, you know, never really hear anyone call TS Madison him unless they're beefing with him, and that's just to get under his skin. But is there really a right and wrong in your preference? Or should you be able to state what you prefer and leave it at that? You all let me know what you all think. Leave a comment, like the video.